What's up? What's up? What's up? Look, y'all. No sense. No sense. I just cleaned this and it's back dirty. That's why I don't. Let me sit down with y'all for a second. So y'all gonna see this video late, but today I just uploaded my very first video in like a couple months, and my goodness, like I was nervous, like I ain't never uploaded nothing before. I don't fix my nose, and I said, is that hoe starting to run away? Cause it's just on there. I don't have my nose pierced no more. I just got it on there. Don't look at my room. I'm so messy. Y'all was sick. Let me tell y'all. Corinne, and it's not her fault, so let me stop, cause she watched this video and be feeling bad. She made some pasta and like I think the shrimp was old or something, and she didn't know. We was all in here throwing up. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I've never had food poisoning like ever, so I don't know what that feels like. But the other day, I was in bed from 9 a.m. for the rest of the day. Like, because I was here, and mind you, we only had the pasta, so I've been through the pasta up. I'm over here shitting and throwing up and everything the whole day. Pretty soon, I'm just dry heaving. I should have some abs now, because the amount of dry heavingness, I'm playing, that's not even a thing, but y'all, I was literally calling on God. Like, that's how much pain I was in. Like, I don't know if anybody has had food poisoning before, but I was literally in here calling on God. I was in here like, we didn't have nothing else to throw, so we throwing up liquids, we shitting, we in here sweating, bro. I got the chills and I'm sweating. So I'm up here, y'all, I got my freaking wig on. I have my curly wig on. And after all that sweat, the wig shifted. Like, that's how much I was sweating. Like, my shirt was drenched, my pants was drenched. I'm over here throwing up, but I'm looking up at the ceiling. I'm like, God, is this it? Like, cause I wanted God to take me, y'all. I'm glad he didn't, cause I have a wonderful life. But I seriously wanted him to take me. Like, that's how much pain I was in. Anyway, so I need to be recuperating from, that's really what I'm recuperating from. I did some disinfecting and stuff, but clothes been just thrown all over the place since then. I got so behind just that one day, just not doing nothing for that full day, that I'm just catching up on everything now. So it's but anyways, no, that's not even what I came to tell y'all in this video. I'm trying to keep this video short too. I'm trying to keep all my videos short. I got another story time. Okay, listen. Now, I got so many story times. It's ridiculous. Like, I've really been through a ton of things. Let me see, because I'm trying to figure out. So over the summer, you know, I was working at fast food, I was a manager at Burger King this summer. Like, you know, they finally made me manager after up 10 years. And of course, I'm always expecting a guy to start liking me in my job. Like, that happens everywhere, really. But yeah, it was this one guy. I'm gonna call him, I'm not good at remembering names, because I'm gonna F up and say this nigga name. But no, okay, so I'm just calling him guy number one. Guy number one is the first dude we talking about. Guy number one, okay? Guy number one, he starts after me, because, you know, I came back for the summer. He starts after me. From that day moment, he stares at me, he looks at me, tells me how beautiful I am. He starts conversation, he wants to get to know about me, why, you know, why I'm not in a relationship, why I'm so cool and I'm not single, you know, I'm not taken or anything like that. I'm just like, boy, you gonna find out. Nah, but not even that. So we got cool, and we were starting to, like, he was coming to work every day. Like, he really liked me. Like, he told me he liked me, and we were just getting cool. But I told him, like, I was clear, like, that's something I'm practicing, because it's really easy for girls to lead. It's really easy to lead somebody on, period. So I told him, I said, I'm not looking, all this noise, I'm not looking for no relationship. Like, that's just not, like, it look like I'm in an endearment. Nah, but I'm very blessed. excuse me, I told him, I said, I'm not looking for a relationship, but we can be friends. This is what I tell everybody at this moment in my life. Even if, I'm not even gonna add that in. But at this moment in my life, like, I really am chilling. So I was being for real. And I said, it's the last lifting. It don't matter if it is or not. I'm gonna take this off anyway. Anyway, so we got cool. Like, he was just really nice. He just was not my type. And I just didn't see myself going anywhere with him. And then for 3, I didn't want to be in a relationship. So that's just how it went. Anywho, so we got cool. A couple weeks later, this is gonna be funny too. I mean, I don't really have nothing to hide because all of these people on my Facebook, like, and I'm gonna share this on my Facebook so people can watch it. So I don't even really care, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Anyway, so a couple weeks later, this other guy starts at the job. First of all, I don't pay attention to not nobody starting at the job. Like, I'm not paying attention. This other guy starts at the job, but I noticed, you know, he kind of messed with our general manager. At least they flirty and stuff, like a little bit or something. Like, they got something going on. I just can't put my finger on it. And so, I said, laptop about to fall. Okay. And so, anywho, so guy number 1 starts to get cool with the new dude. He starts telling them, because let me mind you, guy number 1, he not afraid to tell customers, other co-workers, anybody how he feel about me. Like, he not afraid to tell nobody. He not afraid to tell my mama. He not afraid, like, he done spoke to my mama and like everything. Like, he don't care. He don't care. He wanted me. He was gonna let everybody know. Now, I said, maybe it's just the angle. I really believe. No, it's down. I don't know. Anyway. So, anyway, yeah, he would tell anybody. So the new dude, they started to become cool because they both clowns. So they both started to hang out around the job and everything. And guy number 1 would tell guy number 2, like, you know, I'm interested in D, like, she real cool, blah, 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 blah. You know, telling him, you know, opening up to his buddy. And so, it would be times where I would be on my lunch break and guy number 1 would come out to me on my lunch break, because, you know, that was the only time we really got to see each other. I'm not gonna say his name, so, like, let me stop prefacing stuff. I don't give a damn. Okay, the first dude, he's, and not to talk about you, baby, because I know you on my thingy, but this ain't even to talk about you. The first dude, you know, he had some things going on with him, you know, probation and different stuff like that. And I'm not judging him at all. But just stuff that I cannot personally get with. That type of stuff turned me on when I was like in middle high school. You know, we all go through that phase of wanting somebody that had been to jail and did all that. No, not to judge him. He a cool dude. But no, that's just not. And plus, I don't plan on being here that long. So, where was I at in the story? Anyway, he would come to me on like my lunch break, because that would be like the only time that we could hang out. Like, we could only hang out at work because, you know, I said, why does my lash keep looking like it's lifting? But it's not. Maybe it's just the angle of whatever. I'm not gonna keep stopping. Anywho, he comes to my lunch break. This is our little date. He was nice, y'all. Like, really, really nice. So freaking nice and sweet. And so one day, he goes on his break. Now, mind you, him and the dude then got like cool. Like, they talk about me. The other dude be looking at first dude come to me on my break and be like, oh, look at y'all lovebirds. Y'all should really make something happen. So I'm thinking they friends and everything. And, you know, that's his buddy. Like, you know, get on her, you know, encouraging him and stuff. So guy number 1 goes on break one day, or goes, because he was always going across the Quick Trip or something. Like, he was always doing something. And he goes on break one day, and guy number 2 was like, D, where your man at? I'm thinking guy number 1 done sent guy number 2 to ask me this. And I was finna get annoyed because I'm like, I literally just told him that I don't want him and that I don't have a man, but I still don't want him. And so guy number 2, he was like, I said, what you mean? Like, I said, what you mean? What are you talking about? He was like, where your man? And I said, I don't have a man. I thought he would have told you. Okay, whatever. He was like, so anywho, like, that was that. Like, nothing else happened after that. We just continued having a conversation. I thought he asked me that for the other dude. So we add each other on Facebook because, you know, he gets talking about how he gonna be leaving soon. I'm like, oh, like, me and you done got cool. Like, I'ma miss you, you know? Like, we done got cool. Second dude, hella funny, goofy, and everything. Like we got cool, just like I got cool with the first dude, just like I got cool with everybody else around the establishment. So I said, what am I tasting? Anywho, we talk on Facebook. And, you know, he messaged me, you know, D, what you doing, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, okay, why are we talking? Whatever. And I don't read into stuff because I'm that type of person that I don't know what it is when people think that when somebody nice to you or when the opposite sex reaches out to you that they're trying to talk to you. I'm not that type. When somebody is friendly, I legit think they being friendly. And that's my problem now. Sometimes I don't be knowing that people are flirting. I think that they just be being nice to me. But I need people to know that me being nice is not flirting. Like, so, you know, I know people confuse it, but don't get confused, please. If I'm flirting, I'm gonna be awkward. Anyway, anyways, he inboxed me. I wasn't thinking too much about it. And we talking and everything. And come to find out, he said he asked me where my man was because he wanted to know. I said, let me hurry up because I ain't even to the juicy part of the story. But anywho, so we were talking for a couple weeks, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. And stuff was cool. Like, I actually was starting to, like, feel guy number 2. And I'm just like, I probably really shouldn't be liking him either. Like, I don't want to be attached to nobody, even though he's not from here. Like, I still don't want nobody that done been off and through here. Like, I still don't want no parts of it. So, I make up so much unnecessary noise. What the freak? Anyway, we were talking. And, you know, of course, I'm asking him, so you sure you an old girl done? Because, you know, she kind of, you know, asking me, is you flirting with me and everything like that? And at the time, he wasn't flirting with me. He was just being cool. And then come to find out he wanted to talk to me. Anyway, so he ended up moving. He ended up moving to Texas. And, you know, we were still in contact. He still called me on my shifts when I had to be at work at 5 o'clock in the morning. His ass was right there calling me. I always had somebody to talk to. My coworker's like, who's you talking to this early in the morning? I'm like, look, at least I got somebody. No, I was kidding. But yeah, so that went on. And then it kind of just like died out a little bit. Like, yeah, we got distant. And then, you know, he would bring it up sometimes. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I realize I have been being distant, you know, like I completely understand. And yeah, so that was that. Anyway, so in the midst of all this distancing, I get a call from one of my homegirls. My hat crooked. I get a call from one of my homegirls who also works with me. And she was like, bro, you're not gonna believe what just happened. And I'm just like, what you mean? And I'm gonna try to tell this part slow without saying names, because if I tell it too fast, I'm gonna say his name. And so she was like, bitch, come up here, because she didn't want to tell me like on the phone. So I'm going up there, I'm like nervous. I'm like, what do you have to say about this man? She's talking about guy number 2. She was like, girl, you do not believe what a customer just came and told me. And I'm like, every time I meet or encounter a new man, something comes up, which might be a sign that I need to stop messing with things around here, which I didn't know that, but whatever. Anyway, so I go up to my job and I'm like, bitch, give me the tea. Like, what is it? And she's like, so a customer came through all belligerent, asking, you know, where's guy number 2? And she was like, well, you know, guy number 2 moved to Texas, like he gone. And so he was like, oh, okay, you know, I guess he was like real rowdy and stuff, come through the drive-thru and stuff or whatever, I don't know. And he was like, oh, so you ain't here? And she was like, here what? And he was like, well, you know, he got AIDS. I said, now let me stop playing. Let me stop playing. I played too freaking much, but nah, when she told me that, like, she told me the story, like, because I came back and she had told me the story when I was sitting down. I said, y'all should have seen my jaw drop. Now let me say this. I will say this. I don't judge not a soul. My thing was, you just sitting around here messing with people, openly having AIDS, and you weren't even gonna discuss that with me, you know? Although I know that would be a hard discussion to have, like, you know, I have AIDS, you know, but you should give somebody that opportunity to want to decide, you know, if they want to mess with you and stuff. And she was like, AIDS? She was like, you shouldn't be saying it about somebody you don't know. And he was like, nah, like, only reason I know is because he gave it to my sister. But I guess dude that came through the drive-thru was looking for him. I said, I dodged it, bitch. No, I'm just kidding. No, to be honest, I don't even know if Buddy really do have AIDS, because who would admit that? You know, if somebody found out, I got too much of a guilty conscience. If I had AIDS and somebody found out before me, I'll just be like, yeah, you right. I do have AIDS. But it's just crazy, because I'm just like, you know, he's supposed to be coming to my hometown in a few weeks. We're supposed to be going to go hang out and stuff. And I'm like, even though I practice safe sex, anything could have happened. And like I said, y'all, I don't know if he has AIDS, but literally, like why would somebody come through the drive-thru saying that? Like, why would somebody just... And the thing is with me, every time, this is my thing, when I start talking to or getting to know somebody new, I always pray. God, send me a sign, you know, show me what you need to reveal to me, because it was already some things about him that he's from Louisiana. He got a teardrop tattooed on him and everything. So it's already things about him that I was wondering about, that I feel like he wasn't being too honest about. And he kind of just up and skedaddled to Texas a little bit too fast for me. So, I mean, I don't know if he got AIDS or not. But, no, I really don't. Because that's not even, like, something that you should say about people. Like, that's not funny, but it's just like, AIDS? Like, when she called me up to my job, and she told me information, I'm thinking she finna say some females that came up here like, yeah, that's my thing. Like, how people be doing? Not a part of that ministry. But she said AIDS. I said, AIDS? Like, just think, y'all. Like, just think if he do got AIDS, like, what if I would have, like, did something with him? Like, what if I would have been dumb and, like, we was just in the moment and we would have took it there. Nah, but, all that to say, wrap it up, be safe, get tested, because although I'm not sure if he does have AIDS or not, but I'm like, that could have went any direction. I'm pretty sure people aren't just around here announcing that they have AIDS because of the stigma that HIV and AIDS has on it. So really, what I really want to wrap up this video and say, matter of fact, I asked him, I forgot to tell you that. I asked him, did he have AIDS? Because I'm too straightforward. I can't beat around the bush. So I was wondering, no, I'm too straightforward. Somebody came in and said you got AIDS, and I want to know, do you have AIDS? Like, I have to ask you, and I know I can't ask a man. Every time I hear a rumor, I can't approach a man with that. But something as serious as you having AIDS, have to approach you with it. If it would have been a female coming in like, that's my nigga and I'll talk to him, I would have just let that go by. Females do that all the time. Probably gonna do that for the rest of the time. AIDS though, I had to address that. I had to address it. And I just didn't come out and be like, do you have AIDS? Like, I didn't do that. I have this thing, like when I'm getting to know people, I ask them questions. So I kind of, and he gonna know my secret, but I don't care. I kind of was just like asking questions, like started off with other questions. I'm like, oh, I got some more questions for you today. And he's like, okay, ask me. So I'm like, do you think Valentine's Day is corny and why or why not? And then I will like ask some more questions in the end. So being that we are this far, you know, and talking to each other, if I asked you to go get tested with me in order to take things further, you know, would you? And he said he would go get tested now. But the thing, this is the tea though. But it can go either way, because after that, I really didn't hear from him much. But he claimed it was on my end. It could have been from both ends, because being asked, do you have AIDS, can make you feel a type of way. And then also having to ask somebody, do they have AIDS, made me feel some type of way. I'm not even gonna lie. So that's just not nothing I like to play with. But go get tested. Like, that's for real the whole point. Like, go get tested, because it's so easy to catch something. What is it? It's AIDS is at an all-time high, and then is it, what is the other one? Was it chlamydia or syphilis? I don't know with this research and stuff, y'all, but go freaking get tested. Like, because that could have went any other direction. I'm not saying, if you watch this video, baby, you know I got love for you always. But it was just a story time really to tell people to get tested. But yes, go get tested, go get tested, go get tested. I already know sometimes it's hard to practice safe sex. I know. But please go get tested, y'all. It's too much going on out here for us to be, no. So wrap it up, get tested, talk to your partner, let's go get tested together. And that's another thing too. I was gonna go get tested with him. I'm not gonna do those things where we go get tested at separate times and get our results set. No, let's get tested in that room together. We're gonna have sex together, we're gonna get tested together, we're gonna get our results together. Because if I'm enough to lay down with you and get it on, then I'm cool enough to let you see my results when they come back. So go get tested, y'all. That's my point. I'm finna get off here because I already been talking too long and I got shit to do. But if y'all like this video, make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe, because I'm gonna be back with some more stuff. And I got some more story times too. Like, oh my goodness, like, I know this one wasn't as interesting as, you know, the first one I came back with, but whatever, I don't give a dang. But I'm finna dip up off here so I can get some stuff done. And I'll see y'all later on next video. So I freaking forgot to show y'all what I end up looking like this morning. I literally just went from a bonnet and then like I disappeared. But I just got on a little something slight today.
If you look back at the video, I go like, oh.
I'm gonna look back at it. I mean, I'm gonna keep it in the video though. Here's some of my friends, my classmates, my new friends, my cohort. You can't really see them because of the light, because of the sun, but